The price of Bitcoin broke out last night. It got swiftly rejected and currently we're trying to break out again. The current price of Bitcoin is $22,973 and it really does look like it's gonna have a run at some point soon. And in last night's video, I explained what this means for the price of Bitcoin. Basically, a bunch of buy orders have been executed and a bunch of sell orders have been wiped out. At the same time, the reason why the price came back down, as I warned about in yesterday's video, is quite simply because it goes up on a Wednesday night. It's not really meant to go up on a Wednesday night. If it's gonna pump at any particular time, it's probably gonna be on a Friday night. Unfortunately, that's just how crypto seems to be this way. At the same time, we also need to consider the downside in the price of Bitcoin right now. So I'm going to bring all of that to your attention in today's video, as well as, of course, checking in on the price of TAP and explaining what this recent price action means. Because honestly, looking at the order book right now, things are looking up. The order book is really thickening up. I'm expecting a pump towards the back end of this week on the price of Bitcoin, and I also expect the same for the price of TAP. And I've also got a bunch of positions open that I'm going to explain to you in this video. So make sure you do slap a like on it. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. We're trying to hit 700 likes on this video. I know that we can do it, and at the same time, 100,000 subscribers on this channel this year. So make sure, of course, you are subscribed to the channel with channel notifications turned on. Now, first things first, on the price of Bitcoin, $23,000 as it sits right now. What does that mean for the current price of Bitcoin? Well, we have come down. We've retested the outside of this resistance level. We've then bounced to the upside. We then broke back through the next resistance level. Now we're coming down to retest it on the hourly chart. And assuming that we start closing hourly candles above this level of resistance right now, it probably means that we're in for a pump very, very soon. As I told you about before, essentially, when we touch the bottom of the VWAP, we bounce to the upside. It happens time and time and time again. Again, we've come down, we've touched the bottom of the VWAP, so it's quite likely that at some point soon we bounce again to the upside. The market is looking, honestly, pretty good right now, but it's also important to consider the downside on the price of Bitcoin. So at what point would we start considering, hang on a second, it's time to take profit on our positions? Well, that would be kind of a break below this level right here, about $22,800. Below that level, I'd maybe close a little bit. I wouldn't be that worried. I guess my real worried level would be if we broke back through this level of support down here. If we extend that line, it would be somewhere around here if we were to break through it, which would be around $22,300, $22,200. But also at that point in time, I would also assess the fact that if we've touched the bottom of the VWAP, I wouldn't really want to close my position. So it's very much dependent on what is happening with the indicators as well at that moment in time. In terms of my current open trades and how they're looking right now, let's just have a look. So currently, I've got a $1,000 loss on my Ethereum trade that I opened yesterday in haste. Probably shouldn't have done that, to be honest, but it is what it is. At the same time, if we're going to pump this weekend, I've not got a problem with this position because honestly, I'll make a lot of money on it. The next one would be the Algorand trade. This one is $2,600 in profit. That was an Algorand long position from 21 cents. Currently, the price is 24 cents. We've also got a $90 loss on Bluz, a $390 loss on BNB, a $10,000 profit. This one is my Bitcoin trade that we entered here at $21,347. Then we've got the Bitcoin trade here that you should just ignore because it really means nothing. Basically, I'm just farming for a negative funding rate at this point. And then at the same time, we've got the Phantom trade, now $8,000 in a profit. Very pleased with the Phantom trade. Now, I pointed out in yesterday's video that Phantom, basically, if it's to break to the upside, it should pump fairly significantly. And if you look at the current price of Phantom and how Phantom has been getting along, I think I have the chart up here. Yes, I do. Basically, we're making our way through all of these resistance barriers right now, as I pointed out in the past. Basically, Phantom was way down. We went long on it down here, and since then, the price has been breaking upwards. I want to point out that the next real level of resistance on Phantom is all the way up here, hence why I'm in a long position, because really it should run up to around 71 cents, or at least I really hope it runs up to around 71 cents. That would be fantastic, because for my position, it would mean that I cash out maybe $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 off that one trade, which would be fantastic. I'm not complaining about that at all. So hopefully this continues to rally to the upside. At the same time, you must consider that, again, prices have pumped a fair bit recently, but market sentiment seems to be changing fairly significantly. Now, back to my current open trades, just a couple more ones to bring to your attention. The Link trade is now back in profit, having been in a loss in yesterday's video, and the UNFI trade is now $2,000 in a profit as well. Across the board right now, there's some significant profits. If I'm to show you what those significant profits are combined, essentially right now, it's about a $22,000 profit across the board, which is a really, really good few days. Not gonna lie, that's a Ford Mondeo a day keeps the bailiffs away, is what I used to say in my old trading group. I've not said it for a while, but to be honest, it's true. If you make a Ford Mondeo every day, you get rich fairly quickly. Now, at the same time, I'm not saying that you can get rich quick. It takes a lot of skill, a lot of patience, and a lot of time to do stuff like this. And that's why you all watch the channel, because I'm the guy that puts in the effort. Now, at the same time for Bitcoin, you've got to understand about this control line right here. This control line is currently sitting on Bitcoin here at about $22,900. I don't want to really break through that control line, but it doesn't concern me that much if we did break through that control line. I'd be more so concerned if a 4-hour candle closed below that control line. And it may be that Bitcoin, to be honest, has another wick to the downside. And that's why I don't really want to close my positions if we do wick to the downside, because that could potentially be, because essentially at this stage, you have a lot of long positions that opened all of a sudden. And that means that basically there's probably quite a lot of leverage in this range particularly. And so if there is a lot of leverage in this range, it may just get wicked out to liquidate those people that went long at that level and then bounce straight back to the upside. That's kind of what I would be expecting right now on the price of Bitcoin, given my experience and given the way that it's traded in the past. That just seemed like a fairly realistic scenario for the price of Bitcoin right now. Now, when the price of Ethereum comes to it, what is Ethereum's price currently doing? Well, Ethereum is doing much the same as what Bitcoin is doing, only it's got an Ethereum's Bitcoin value as well. Now, currently looking at this right here, you can see we've got a lot of contention in this range. And essentially, in order to confirm a breakout on Ethereum, all it needs to do is break above this resistance level, this downward sloping resistance level. So that would be a break of approximately $1,623 at this point in time. If Ethereum breaks through $1,623, we should rally fairly significantly to the upside. Now, I would expect that break in about 24 to 36 hours time. I think that Friday is going to be a very good day for the world of cryptocurrency. What day are we on today? In fact, I've got to check what day we're on. We're on Thursday. Oh my God, it's Thursday. That's exciting. The weekend's coming soon. You know what happens on weekends? We work. Because if you work on weekends, you get an extra 40%. If there are 5 working days in a week and you add 2 days to 5 days, that's 140% capacity, meaning that you can surpass the competition by working those 2 extra days every week. And that's basically how to get ahead. Everyone else takes a weekend. I don't take weekends. Now, one of the other things I wanted to discuss in today's video, now we've discussed the price of Ethereum that needs to break through $1,620. At the same time, the downside on Ethereum, we've got a pretty low downside on Ethereum, to be honest. So Ethereum, in order to confirm a downside break, would have to break through this lower level of resistance here, sitting somewhere in like the low $1,500 range. We've got a lot of liquidity all around this stuff. So Ethereum could be potentially more volatile than Bitcoin, but I do favor the altcoin market right now. So I do quite like the look on Ethereum, hence why I'm currently long on it. But the other thing I wanted to discuss in today's video would be TAP. Now, as you can see, we've bull flagged again. And currently, it's looking to me like TAP is hitting this level of support right here. And I think so long as this 4-hour candle closes above this support level here at 69 sats, of which it appears that it will do, given the sheer amount of liquidity in the charts right now. Looking at the sell side looks weaker than the buy side, and I would expect that buy demand pushes up the price of the TAP towards the latter end of the week for no specific reason, shall we say, but I just think it's going to happen. Again, based on analysis and based off maybe a few fundamental factors that I expect are going to happen towards the latter end of this week. So hopefully that happens, and hopefully kind of more communities discover TAP and start using the application. If you don't already use the TAP application, please do download it. You'll find a link for it in today's video description. Fantastic application. Again, if you want to spread the word about TAP, I'd recommend that you do so. It supports your own investment. That's why I do it as well. Ultimately, I'm a big investor in TAP at this point, and I want it to be successful. So TAP looks bullish to me. Bitcoin and Ethereum both look bullish to me. I'm currently long and I'm about $22,000 in profit. Overall, what an amazing week it's been so far. And I think we're going to get that bullish end of the week like I've been expecting all week. I mean, it's been a pretty bullish week as far as things go anyway. And if you have enjoyed today's video, please do slap a like on it. I'd sincerely appreciate that. So do slap a like on today's video. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Trying to hit 700 likes on this video and 100,000 subscribers this year. Join the club, join the crew, and enjoy the world of cryptocurrency. Thank you all very much for watching today's video. Hope you did enjoy it. Slap a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.